Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Fellow Toastmaster and dear guests. I'm Bharti Gupta and the sergeant at arms for today's meeting. It's my pleasure to welcome you all to the meeting number 894 to the Medley Toastmaster Club. Before we begin, I would like to remind everyone of a few meeting guidelines. Rule number 1, as a Toastmaster, we avoid discussion on sex, religion and politics. During our meeting, kindly refrain from these topics. Please switch off your phone, mobile phone or keep them on silent mode in another 30 seconds. Rule number 3, kindly avoid cross-talk while others are speaking. The mission of Toastmaster is to provide a supportive and positive learning environment where members have the opportunity to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Now, it's my privilege to invite our presiding officer for today's meeting. A Toastmaster since 2011 and a business strategist with 25 years of experience. Known for his energy, clarity and ability to connect with people across different walks of life. Dear Toastmaster, please join me in welcoming Toastmaster Kalyan to the stage.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I mean, if you are comfortable there, okay, otherwise you can just occupy the front seats. Whatever. The sound of the gavel, I declare open Before getting on to the meeting, we have few dignitaries and guests in this room, and we have a charter member, distinguished Toastmaster Sampath Chaudhary. We have a past Medley president, and past district PR manager, distinguished Toastmaster Thomas. We have our past president and current area director, Toastmaster Jayashree. And welcome each one officer in this room. Ma'am, you are new to this first time meeting, right?
Yeah,
Yes, ma'am. Okay, can you just introduce yourself? You can be from there.
my name is Gina. I was interested in attending a Toastmasters class, know how it works. I work in a school. I thought it would be helpful to develop presentation skills as well as public speaking. That's the purpose. I thought I just come and have an exposure and then see how it works for me.
Welcome. Yes, sir. How about you?
Hey, hi. My full name is Gopinath Manas. She's my wife, Gina. She inspired me to come here.
Okay.
I don't know any business.
Okay. And a Saturday afternoon. Welcome, sir. Welcome. We have our Toastmaster, Prabhu, with us. Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, so I'm Prabhu. I'm a past Toastmaster. I was a charter member of Perambur Speakers Toastmasters Club. I've taken a break from Toastmasters during COVID. So now I want to resume my journey. So I was exploring the clubs near my home. So I thought I will attend a meeting.
Welcome, bro. The COVID, what happened? COVID changed the whole ecosystem. One of the club which got super affected was Perambur. So we charted that particular club, and then COVID came on, and then we almost revived and then did everything. We will just see how this goes. To know that what is COVID, what is past member, what is Toastmaster Club is, benefit of this, Toastmasters is an 100-year-old organization. We are a club here. What is going to happen in this particular club, you will understand what is happening, what is not. And we have a structured organization like that. Club, area, division, district. You'll get to know. Once you join in, you'll get to know. What happens is Toastmaster works on communication, but nobody, the bottom line, what is the tagline of Toastmasters? Leaders of it. In our poster today, people have seen, would have read that. What exactly happens with leadership? Where leaders are made? Where are we are making speakers? Where are we making leaders? How are we making leaders? Guests, very good new joining. Yes, the timer of the day. How is Toastmasters making leaders?
By improving their communication and leadership skills. By
Communication is you have speech, otherwise.
by being vocal, like speaking.
Independent thinking is
Independent thing. That is yes, but
Putting out their opinion.
agree. See, there are a lot of other opportunities also. There are a lot of leadership opportunities which are going to come in the club and keep announcing everything. See, I have learned leadership in this particular place. People who know me, one second, we'll just come in. People who know me will definitely know my good golden days. I was not that great in leading people. That's what I would say. I have learned leadership in this particular forum. Because people say, in 2006, I think, I bought a book which by Robin Sharma. It said, a person should lead without a title. And leadership is always about inspiration. So I was running a business. I was an excellent manager. Was I a leader? Not at all. Trust me, I'm not doing a sales call here. This particular forum taught me what leadership is. I want to put two examples what happened. There is a person who is very beacon of this fraternity. His name is Saravel Rajan, and another person used to be there, and they are friends. Saravel Rajan sir came to our meeting once, and then I was new then. I was walking in St. Mary's Road. A car passed, the car stopped, somebody came down from the car and then, hey Kalyan, do you remember how are we? He spoke to me. Then I recognized, okay, this man, I don't even know his name. And then I saw this particular person, and then I have grown up a lot. That is one person who can just say leadership. And inside the club, there are a lot of leaders. Somewhere we think we need inspiration, draw leadership, everything from outside the world. But inside our family, inside our club, there are a lot of people. And when my Toastmasters journey was happening, I went to one particular conference. That one particular leader was celebrated to the level of people carried him throughout the auditorium. This level of leadership is what I've seen in this particular forum. Who is that person? What is that leadership all about? We will get to know the day. And with that, I'll hand over the stage to the Toastmaster today. Before that, let me recognize the presence of past division director and our education speaker of the day, distinguished Toastmaster. Coming here, back here, and one particular thing, leadership, I say, as always, leading without a title. Leading without a title, which means, given an opportunity, you take that opportunity, without you being called for, you work. One among the person in today, in this club is Abhinaya. She works in the subcommittee of EXCOM, and she's there in all the she's there in the subcommittee of area director. I need to call the district, she'll be there in the district subcommittee also, I think. That is, she's not given a title. Not even, club has not, at least the area has given a poster. Club, we have not given a poster or anything. If you see all the 4 weeks, the agendas are coming super duper well, precise. That's because of Abhinaya. Not a leader without a title.
Thank you for the warm introduction. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Please raise your hand if you've ever failed at something before. So, oh, I see a lot of hands which are not raised though.
No, I didn't get your question.
Please raise your hand if you've failed at something.
Loud.
Well, congratulations. You're part of the most biggest and the most successful club in the entire world because everyone's there in it. As a baby, how many times did we fall when trying to learn how to walk? 5?
Numerous times.
10? Right, numerous times.
We don't remember.
Yeah. But definitely numerous times, right? Just imagine if all babies behaved like adults. What if they decided, okay, I tried to stand up, I tried to walk, and I fell. And they decided immediately, enough. I failed, I don't want to move forward. Let's just stick to what we know, which is crawling. Will that work? No. What about the time when we all learned how to ride a bicycle? Did we master it the first time itself? Definitely not. We probably lost balance, we wobbled, we fell, and we might have even scraped our knees. But did our parents come and tell us, hey, you fell down from a cycle, you can't ride cycles? you should just give up. No, instead they picked us up and told, it's okay, try again. See, when babies fell when they're trying to walk, or when kids tried and failed while riding a cycle, we don't call them a failure. We tell them instead that you are still learning. But somewhere along the way, as we become adults, we forget that lesson. Even one small mistake that we make makes us start doubting ourselves. The thing is, failure has never changed, but it's always our perspective behind it which keeps changing. And that's why for today's theme, I've chosen the beauty of failure. Now, for the benefit of our fellow guests and members, the meeting will be conducted in 4 segments. The first one being prepared speeches, the second being table topics, the third is a special educational session, and the fourth being the evaluation of the prepared speeches. I would like to introduce our general evaluator for the day, Toastmaster Shanmugavel. He's a multidisciplinary researcher in CLRI and also an associate professor in the ACSIR. He is fond of walking and listening to motivational audiobooks during his free time. I asked him what did he think about the theme, and he said, failure is proof that you dare to try, and learning from it is proof that you're willing to grow. Our general evaluator for the day, Toastmaster Shanmugavel.
Thank you. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmaster and dear guests.
Good afternoon.
As a general evaluator, it is my duty to evaluate what are the things which are happening in this meeting. During the meeting, I will also note what has happened and what didn't happen. The general evaluation should highlight how members perform their preparation, organization, including enthusiasm, motivation, how they are performing their duties themselves, and timeliness. At the end of the meeting, I will report and I will submit my report, general evaluation report. The customers also adhere the Toastmasters rules such as timing, accounting, and grammatical usage. Today we are having 2 prepared speeches and its evaluation and table topic speeches. All those speeches will be evaluated by the qualitative as well as quantitative. Qualitative refers to body language, expression, speech structure, and content, etc. Quantitative means that is a measurement. To conduct that one, we are having that team. That means timer, accounter, and grammarian. Every minute matters. Every second counts. A clock measures time. A timekeeper keeps it value. Today's timer is here. Cloud solution architect. She is originally from the cultural capital and the rice bowl of Tamil Nadu. Can anybody tell which is the rice capital of Tamil Nadu? Tanjavur. Her favorite quote is, nothing is good or bad at seems. Please welcome our timer, Toastmaster Shruti Vandana.
Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests.
Good afternoon.
I, Shruti, will be playing the timer of today. As a timer, I'll time the table topic speakers, prepared speeches, and evaluations. I'll also alert each speaker of the time they have left using the green, yellow, and red cards, which denote each specific time remaining. Table topic speakers should limit their remarks to no more than 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I'll raise the green card. At 1 minute 30 seconds, I'll raise the yellow card. At 2 minutes, I'll raise the red card. Prepared speeches should be of length 5 to 7 minutes. At 5 minutes, I'll raise the green card. At 6 minutes, I'll raise the yellow card. And at 7 minutes, I'll raise the red card. Individual evaluations should be of between 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, I'll raise the green card. At 2 minutes 30 seconds, I'll raise the yellow card. And at 3 minutes, I'll raise the red card. Thank you.
Thank you, Shruti. In our speech, every an unnecessary pause is a stepping stone towards becoming a more confident speaker. Today's accountant will not listen for perfection, but listen for opportunities to grow. He has been on the Toastmaster journey for last 11 years. At the age of 21, an English lecturer. At 22, a band officer. Then came a distinguished career spanning nearly 3 decades in corporate communication, culminating the role of special director at Ashok Leyland. He is the honest, humble, language-loving, perfect, totally a gentleman. Please welcome today's accountant, distinguished Toastmaster, Thomas T.
Thank you very much, G. I disown at least 3 of the 5 epithets you gave me. Good afternoon, friends. So, the important thing, about communication is, not what you say, but what you don't say. Forget that. That was take 1. Take 2. The important thing about communication is not what you say, but what you don't say. How many marks will you give me for this?
4 marks.
For the previous failure of mine, how many marks will you give?
Need to think. Yet to think, actually.
Yet to think. So bad. Friends, the point is that words of wisdom, when thrown badly with unnecessary words, devalue yourself. So you know what my task is. Look for unnecessary noises, sounds from the stage. Only that. I'm not responsible for the rest. So when called upon by the GE, I'll come back and report.
Thank you, Thomas T. The words build speeches, but grammar gives them strength. Today's grammarian, he will listen for effective language, correct grammar, and the creative use of our word of the day. This person is a music composer and a piano teacher. His favorite quote is, "Be yourself, everyone else is already taken." Completed 6th grade in piano from Trinity College of London. Please welcome our grammarian, Toastmaster, Kaudam Pandana.
Okay, so today I have got a confession to make. I am an extreme fanatic regarding grammar. So when I used to work in an earlier company, I used to skin people alive for making grammar mistakes. Okay. Now I'm a bit of a liberal now. I don't do that anymore. But I still knock people on the head in case they make mistakes. So please be ready for it. So I'll be just looking at 4 areas of grammar. The first one is subject verb agreement. I know subject verb agreement. What is subject verb agreement? Anybody? Can anybody tell me what is subject verb agreement? Just a small example. Yeah, I am, you are, we are, she is, it is, he is, etc. Can you hear me at the back? I mean, a little more loud. Okay, it's fine. Okay. Then I'll be looking for the usage of tenses and hope to see clear usage of tenses, the consistent usage of tenses, present, past, and future. It should be very clear. And if you are going to narrate a story or an event, you can use both the present and the past tense. It is okay. But make sure that it is always consistent in a paragraph or a sentence. Then number 3 is actually prepositions. Prepositions, what are prepositions? It's a very important word. From, to, by. Then the fourth one is usage of articles, a and basically like that. And then I will also be hoping to see some excellent use of the language. I have already seen some excellent use of language already. It's good. I'm very happy for that. And today the word of the day is unfazed. So can anybody give me a sentence? Unfazed.
My wife used to call me an unfazed person in the family activities. A quick cop whenever she talks.
Okay, that's not a bad example. An example I would give is Abraham Lincoln was unfazed by failure throughout his life and still went on to become the American president. Okay. Then all the best to all the speakers. Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you, Prabharian. All the speakers are encouraged to use the word of the day, that is unfazed. Now I hand over the podium to DMT.
Failure helps us grow, but preparation, it helps us fail better. So we will move on to the prepared speeches. I would like to introduce the first speaker for the day, Toastmaster Nitin. He's a seasoned IT leader, deeply passionate about executive presence and leadership development. When I asked him his thoughts about the theme, he told, failure is the best teacher. Before I introduce his speech title, I would like to call upon his evaluator, Toastmaster Priyadarshini, to read out the speech objectives.
Good afternoon to all my dear Toastmaster and guests. Toastmaster Nitin will be presenting speech from Presentation Mastery Level 1, Evaluation and Feedback. The purpose of this project is for the member to practice applying speech evaluation, which is given as a feedback, and also serve as a speech evaluator during one of the club meetings. The time allotted is 5 to 7 minutes. All the best to you.
Toastmaster Nitin. The speech title is Sunshine Your Failure. Toastmaster Nitin.
During year 2000, there was a small struggling company who went to sell themselves to a very large company. This large company was Blockbuster. This small company was Netflix. Offer was Netflix wanted to sell themselves to $50 million to this big company, Blockbuster, which Blockbuster says, no, this is pretty niche business. We don't need it. They will laugh at that. 10 years down the line, 2010, Netflix became a mammoth $300 billion plus company. On the other side, Blockbuster filed for bankruptcy. What do you all think may have been the reason of failure of Blockbuster? More confidence. Failure to
No, they never operated with it. That's my.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Fellow Toastmasters, distinguished Toastmasters, dear guests, I'm Nitin. Let's go back in 2000. In 2000, Netflix was not the company which we know today. It was a startup struggling, just breathing, struggling to breathe, burning lot of cash, and their business model was sending DVD by mail. And when I'm saying mail, it's not email, it's physical email. Means you receive DVDs in your mailbox. On the other hand, Blockbuster was having 9,000 stores across the globe, and their business model was you go buy DVD, rent DVD, and if you are delaying in returning rented DVD, you pay the penalty for it. Because Netflix was struggling at that time, they thought Blockbuster is not having any online presence, and they are having online presence. It's a very good combination. They thought they will agree for that, and that is where they went ahead, asked them, we want to sell ourselves for $50 million, which Blockbuster did not agree. Told this is a pretty niche business, we don't need it. They laughed at them. Between 2000 to 2010, what happened? Streaming came. Netflix pivoted very early. On the other hand, Blockbuster was keep on sitting idle, eyes closed, thinking we already have 9,000 plus stores across the globe, market leader, making good money, no need to change. 10 years down the line, Netflix reached from 50 million valuation to 300 plus billion valuation. On the other hand, Blockbuster got shrank so much that they just left with one store, from 9,000 plus to one store, and this store is still they are keeping alive just for the curiosity, for that nostalgic curiosity. To me, it was not a problem in terms of resources or opportunity for Blockbuster. It was more about not thinking what is changing, not sharing their problem or their failure open out loud. And that is what I see. To me, failure is not a problem. The problem is silence after the failure. And I would like to call it out here is that this example is not only applicable to corporate, this is applicable to each and every one of us present here. And for that, I will share one personal anecdote. Me being passionate about badminton, my daughter picked up this interest very early in her age, and we play a lot of badminton together. One fine day, she decided that she wanted to register for badminton coaching classes. And gradually, during those classes, she decided that she will sign up for one of the badminton tournament. On the eve of badminton tournament, I went to pick her up from the coaching class. By the time she came out of the coaching class, her body language was pretty dull. She entered into the car, and I could sense that something is off. She got settled, we started moving, I started discussion. I asked, how's the session today? She said, yeah, okay. Then I asked, ready to rock tomorrow? She says, I don't know, maybe. It was clear that something is bothering her. And I was curious and equally anxious to know that what is this? That is when I asked, all okay? She took some time. It was silence between me and her, taking some time. And then she says, by looking up to me, that I'm nervous for tomorrow's tournament. By hearing this, I was happy that my daughter is sharing candidly, but I was equally worried that how to take that discussion further. What should I do next? It was a pin drop silence for a few seconds. I was driving, but I was equally thinking that what should be the next one. Then immediately something came in my mind. I asked my daughter, hey, do you remember what was the result of my last tournament? She said, yeah, I remember. You played 12 matches. Out of 12, 11 you lost. You just won one match. I said, okay. But how was I feeling before the tournament? She said, you are okay. After the tournament? Yeah, you came back, you shared candidly what did not work, what worked, what all shots you are planning to work in future, and you were also looking forward for your next tournament. I knowingly repeated. I lost 12 matches, I played 12 matches. Out of 12, I lost 11, just won one match. After that, it was again pin drop silence. And I wanted this to let her sink in, this feeling. After a few seconds, she looked up to me and says, I feel comfortable for tomorrow's tournament. I felt elated. And then again I asked, are you ready for tomorrow? And she gave me a fist bump. So overall, I just wanted to call it out here is that what did I do in that situation? I did not give any pep talk. I just shared my failure openly, candidly, which helped her to encourage. Gave her some encouragement. And my request to all of you here is that if you are sitting on any of the failure, don't hold it back. Go ahead and share it with any of your friend, relative, family member, because I'm sure there is someone looking forward to hear your story. So don't worry your failures. Sunshine those. Thank you.
Now I would like to introduce our second speaker for the day, Toastmaster Alagiri. He is from Kalakurchi and has a background in sports and yoga. He enjoys traveling, reading books and listening to music in his free time. When I asked his thought about the theme, he told, the heart of a person who achieves success easily is as delicate as a flower. But a person who fails multiple times and finally succeeds has the heart as strong as an iron. Before I introduce the speech title for him, I would like to call upon his evaluator, distinguished Toastmaster Sampath Saviraj, to read out the project objectives.
Good afternoon, friends, including my dearest friend today, Toastmaster Agi. Toastmaster Agi is doing a very important project. I will say the core project of entire Toastmasters, because it talks about communication. The title of the project is Understanding Your Communication Style. I think it is a very good starting point for everybody to build up and become great communicators in future. The purpose statements given here. First is the project's purpose statement. Many projects you might know give both project and speech separately. Here also is such a case. The purpose of this project is for a member to learn about different communication styles and identify his or her primary style. The purpose of this speech now is for the member to share the impact of his or her style on others. 5 to 7 minute speech. Good luck to Toastmaster Alagiri and good listening to all of us.
The speech title is Keeping Those. Toastmaster Alagiri, all the best.
Time starts now. After wearing this coat, I know what's going through all of your mind, but I'm not. I gave commitment to Abhirami that I would give my speech today, but unfortunately, I had high fever for the last 5 days. I thought to drop my speech today. I didn't get time to prepare also. But then when agenda released, I saw DTM Sampath sir was my evaluator. So I changed my mind and I decided to drop the plan of dropping my speech today. Because I don't want to miss the opportunity to get his valuable feedback. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Few of you know I come from village background. I have 3 elder brothers and I am the youngest in my family. My second brother name is Ilayaraja. He had a room set up filled with lot of speakers and musical instruments. He used to always listen old songs which used to irritate me because I wanted to hear new songs. Due to that, we fought often. When I turned 16 வயதினிலே, that means in Murakal Paruvam, meaning when mustache started grow stage, suddenly I heard a song he was playing. From the movie Satya. Somehow that song hit in my mind and I continuously hearing that song for 3 days. I wanted to hear more songs like that. Then I listened one more song என்ன சத்தம் இந்த நேரம் கோயிலின் ஒலியா. From the movie Punnagi Manan. But this song didn't start with music in the usual way. And slowly I realized most of the songs I loved were from Kamala Hassan movie. In our village, we knew only Vijaykanth and Rajinikanth. I became curious to know who Kamala Hassan was. After watching his movie, I came to know about his popularity and acting. Then slowly I started searching about the music director. The most of the songs I loved were composed by the legendary Isainani Ilayaraja. Here, I wanted to ask one question to you all. Because of who did I come to know Isainani Ilayaraja?
Your brother.
Ilayaraja.
Your brothers.
Your brother Ilayaraja.
Exactly. Because of my brother Ilayaraja. Thank you. Because of my brother Ilayaraja, I came to know Isainani Ilayaraja. Now we both are hearing same songs. No fight. Through Ilayaraja's music, I discovered many singers like SPB, Yesudas, Mano, Chitrama, Janaki Amma, Swananta Amma. Though it is another story. Once, one of my friends posted a status in WhatsApp with Ilayaraja. I told him, if you ever get a chance to meet him again, please inform me. I will also join. Exactly 1 month later, he called me, but I missed that call. I was sleeping. Again, I called him back. He said that we are going to see Ilayaraja, come immediately. He told me I had to reach from Adayar to Prasad studio within 20 minutes. Just imagine this. That was on Monday morning, 10 o'clock. Somehow, I got trust and I reached there. But I missed seeing him by just 5 minutes. Still, I am waiting to see him another chance. People call him Isai Nani. Why not Isai King? Because knowledge means knowing. Nani means feeling. Music cannot be only understood with the mind. It must be felt with the heart. Since all of you experienced this music so felt deeply, that is why he is Isainani Ilayaraja. Today, all of us sitting here, how many of us remember our own mother sang Talatu song to put us to sleep? But there is one person whose Talatu songs have kept us to sleep throughout our lives. In that sense, my musical male mother is Isainani Ilayaraja. Recently, I have been facing an issue with sleep due to my night shift. Maximum of 4 hours only I used to sleep. Out of 7,000 songs in my mobile, I have 5,000 songs are by Ilayaraja. I can live without food, but I cannot live without Ilayaraja songs today. Whenever I struggle to sleep, I have a playlist called Sleeping Dose of Isainani Ilayaraja. And for me, he is always ended to Araja. Over to you.
Haimon, please mention the speakers who are qualified.
Both the speakers are one.
I kindly request everyone to take a few seconds to vote for the best speaker. I hope everyone has finished.
I have the link.
The link is the link will be short share shortly. Please take a few seconds. Please take a few seconds to vote. We will now be moving on to the most interesting and exciting segment of today's meeting, which is the table topics segment. Failure and success goes hand in hand, but to achieve either, the first thing you need to do is try. Let me introduce the table topic master for today, Toastmaster Uma Maheshwar Rao. He works in a US-based healthcare organization and has been living in Chennai for the past 11 years. When I asked him about his thought on the theme for the day, he said, failures may be painful initially, but later we realized they shaped us, made us stronger and helped us mature. Toastmaster Uma Maheshwar Rao.
Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Good afternoon. Today I am playing the role of Table Topics Master. Unofficially we call as Sacrifice Master also. Because whenever time is going over left, so the person who sacrifices table topics. Yeah. As my role is, I call random people and I will give a topic and everyone need to speak at least minimum of 1 minute and maximum of 2 minutes 30 seconds to get qualified. Either less than a minute or more than 2.5 minutes will be called considered disqualified. My first speaker for the day is Toastmaster Praveena. Every failure has a beauty, but sometimes beauty is reason for many failures. What's your thoughts? Every failure has a beauty, but sometimes beauty is the reason for many failures.
Beauty is the reason for some of the failures. Good evening, Toastmasters and dear guests. If the beauty is completely dependent on external things alone, then definitely it leads to a lot of failure. Because we all know everything external is extremely temporary. But however, most of us in this world are concentrating so much on the external things. It's not just beauty, but anything external is considered as beautiful. So that is why we are going after likes, we are going after followers, we are going after following, and people are even going to the extent of committing suicide if the followers reduce. And in Toastmasters too, like today, Toastmaster President Kalyan was saying, we want a title. If we are a leader, we want a title. But how many of us are able to be good leaders without a title? So that is where you have to internalize everything. If you internalize your success, then it is coming from within you, which you are doing it from a passionate point of view, where the only motive is to learn, to enjoy, to share, and to be happy, and in that process make others also happy. As long as we don't do, even our success eventually will end in failure, because we are only faking and we will do anything and everything in order to succeed no matter what. And that can be dangerous, and that is how the world is today. There is so much of ego that people are just clashing every other day. Every morning, one leader wakes up and calls out some kind of a rule which is putting the entire world into turmoil. But then there are also other countries who don't want to have anything to do with it, and they are going by their own set of rules because they are more concerned about ethics. So yes, it depends which beauty we are looking out for. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Now I call Toastmaster Aviran. If your phone could expose your secrets, what would it reveal? if your phone could expose your secrets or it could speak about you, how it will describe you based on your habits?
If my phone could expose me, what would it expose? If my phone if my phone was a person and walked through and gave a press conference about me, it would be about that he's very unpredictable, because sometimes he's checking phones every 30 seconds, looking at his portfolio, and then there is a long session where there is no activity at all. So my phone would actually find me as a very confused person or a very unpredictable person, and I think unpredictability is good, because that unpredictability is not my function, it's a function of the outside world. When the outside world demands my attention towards my work, towards my other priorities, then I'm focused on those. And when I have my free time, I can come back to my phone, check what's all going around the world. Now, if a follow-up question would be, what does he check when he is present on the phone? I think my phone will say that he's a freak about what's all happening around the world. He's trying to understand how one leader's statement will impact his portfolio. Yeah, so all these kind of things he will say. He's a freak about real world politics and his portfolio movement. But one thing that my phone will definitely say, that Saturday afternoon 2:55 p.m. something happens and he is no more there. So I think that is what my phone will tell about me.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I would like to call guest Prabhu. The best advice you have received.
So the best advice one can ever receive, I heard it today fortunately. It's not that I heard it for the first time today. I heard it multiple times. It's knowing when to talk, and the second half was what we heard some time back. Can somebody tell me what is that? One is knowing when to talk, and the second thing is knowing when not to talk. That is more important, because sometimes we get so excited, we keep talking the same thing again and again, or we tend to over explain. But the fundamental part of communication is telling the right thing to the right level, and be satisfied with that. And even if you fail in doing that, there is always a beauty in failing soon. And even if you do that, you must be unfazed of what is happening, and still pursuing, keep trying that, and one day you will get better at it. Thank you.
Next, I would like to call Toastmaster Venkatesh. If you could meet your 18-year-old self, what would you tell them?
Yeah, I vividly remember about my plus 2 results with this title. My father advised me that failure is not the opposite word of success. Failure is the part of success. Even though I never secured my AECT examination, right entrance examination in Maths Physics Chemistry, only 0.5, 69.5. Those days, 70% you can eligible to write a AECT exam. And he advised me, my dear son, because my cousins are engineers and doctors. Fortunately, we were attending with a family one wedding. Everyone was saying that, what, you are not eligible to get even the entrance exam also, you cannot write it, you cannot do that. Those things, my father advised me that, I know about my son, definitely become, and I pursued my BSc, later MCA, and now I am dominating. In our cousin's family, those who completed engineers, they worked in companies locked down. 2 or 3 cousins, they are struggling. But I never used to criticize about those things. I took it in a positive way. At the age of 18, at the age of 56, I realized that. Thank you.
Toastmaster Rajsekhar. What does success mean to you?
Good afternoon, everyone. Success. I'm not sure whether I succeeded in my life till date. I'm not sure. But if you ask me what is success, I will tell you it's more responsibility. That's the way I see it. Currently, I'm working in a civil aviation department where a lot of I need to meet a lot of stakeholders, the people who want to start a new airline or small aircraft operations. So they used to come and meet us because they are very new. They have resources, but they don't know about their qualification, required qualification, or what is required to start this aviation business. So it's my responsibility to tell them and clearly make them understand what is allowed and what is not allowed. So that is where I think when you succeed and you are in a good position, then your responsibility will go ahead and you need to be responsible for what you do. Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you too.
Thank you for the table.
I think you sacrifice your role today.
I want everyone to take a second to think about a leader or a role model you look up to. I'm sure they would have gone through many failures, right? Right or no? But the thing is, failure, in front of failure, they always remain unfazed. Today, we have one such leader to conduct our educational session. Let me introduce him. He has been a Toastmaster for 14 years and is an excellent speaker. He has participated in multiple contests and has also won many awards. He was the District Humorous Champion in 2016 and runner-up in the International Speech Contest in 2023. He has also taken up many leadership roles and won the Best Division Director Award for the year 2015 to 2016. He is also a leader outside of Toastmasters. He is an engineering manager in Caterpillar and is currently leading a team of 74 engineers. I'm sure everyone was paying attention to Kalyan's presiding officer speech, hopefully, right?
Yes.
You guys would have remembered he mentioned something about a very celebrated leader who was carried around VIT to the stage, right? Well, he is fondly called as Boss. And that is none other than Boss Karthik Mohandas. It's a pleasure having you here, sir. Distinguished Toastmaster Karthik Mohandas. The title of the speech is Change Your Spectacles. Thanks. All of this.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Please raise your hands if you feel that humor is easy for you.
Easy for me, but
Okay, one, Srini, Ramesh, right?
Easy for you to understand or easy for
Easy
you
to perform. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. So you 4, 5. So you guys are not my audience, okay? You guys are not my audience. So people who have not raised their hands are my audience. Okay, perfect. So do you? I think in Vadivelu's movie they will be sitting in the bar and they will be discussing about music, and he is an assistant director, and directors will be sitting and discussing about where is music, where you get music, all that. There is one fellow will be there and he will write a tree and then say everywhere is music, something. You want to there some comedy will be there, right?
Yes.
Music is everywhere, that's what he say. In Crying Baby, the sound from the wood, everywhere music is there. That's what he says, right? Humor is also like that. Everywhere the humor is available. All you need to do is pretty simple. You need to change your spectacles. All you need to do is change your spectacles and see the way the things which has happened in the past. And if you look at it now with the current maturity, and that will be funny. That will be funny. That is a problem, right? For everyone to get and humor is a problem. Right? It is a problem. Agreed?
Yes.
When is your contest?
September.
September?
19.
So how many of you are going to participate? No. Okay, you are my audience. Okay. Somebody is participating? No. Srini, your script ready?
Yes,
Ready with the script?
Yes, yes.
Okay, fabulous, man.
I didn't know that there was a contest.
Okay. Now you got it. I am here for that. There is a contest, and I am prepping you for the contest. Okay, perfect. So when contest chair or VP comes and asks humorous speech contest, are you ready to participate? And people will say, oh, humor, me. No. If it is ISA, I am there. I have lot of gyan, cancer, death, accident, failures. I have lot of gyan. Humor, it is really tough. I will not be able to do it. Everybody says problem. And before I start my session, how many of you participated in meditation classes? When you go to meditation, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, everybody, most of them, wow. Never works. So when you go to meditation session, they ask you to leave the footwears outside, and the guru will say, you would have learned something about spirituality from someone or different guru, you have practiced yoga, you would have carried something already in your head. All you need to do is leave everything. When you leave the footwear out and you came in, right, that is where it has to stay. All that baggage you carried already, leave everything and come with a fresh mind like a kindergarten kid who goes to the school. It is not for everyone. The session I am going to take, some of them have already participated, like Thomas, Jayshree. All you need to do is leave your footwear outside and listen and laugh as if you are listening for the first time, okay? Okay, so problem I said, right? So, all you need to do is, there is a problem and you have to give a funny solution to the problem, okay? Number one, there is a problem, you give a funny solution to the problem and you will get a lot of humor and you can build the script. Problem, funny solution. And second thing is, there is a problem and you suffered because of that problem. Okay, I'll give examples. Okay? There is a problem and you suffered because of that problem. And there is a problem, third thing, there is a problem. People around you or you, because of someone you suffered. Okay, three things. Problem, you give a funny solution. Problem, how you suffered, and people around you suffered, the third thing. Okay? The first one, problem, you give a funny solution. 2011, I was in a discussion with my boss for the performance appraisal. And the feedback is pretty simple. You're doing really good. All that they say, and finally your communication is pathetic. Client is giving feedback, it is not improving, and he is not able to understand. So all this is feedback. English, no? I studied in English medium, but everything in Tamil. If you want me to speak in English, no. If you want me to jump out of the train, I'll be ready. In the stand, not in the running train, standing train. Okay? But I will not be able to communicate the way people expect. English is not my cup of tea at that point. So I decided to do a lot of things. In Velachery, Gandhinagar, I joined Ganesh Spoken English Academy. And they started grammar. Even now, if you ask me what is present participle, present continuous, yeah, I don't know.
You will have to be skilled there.
Yeah, you are going to do it. Oh, okay. So I don't know. But one of my mentors told me you have to learn English the way you learned your mother tongue. Whether grammar is told you upfront when you learned your mother tongue, the way you have to learn English the way you have learned your mother tongue. That's how I learned English after that. And one of my friends suggested go and join Toastmasters. So I went to a club. 8 people were there, not like this many people. 8 people were there and they were discussing who is going to play the role of Toastmaster. There is no agenda, nothing. They were preparing for the meeting at that point. Okay? And I was sitting and observing and 2 people are delivering speeches. And one of the fellow playing the role of Toastmaster of the day, general evaluator, all the role. And I was sitting with, and speeches were pathetic. Not at all prepared, not to the objectives, okay. I'm unable to connect to the speeches. And I was sitting, he was suggesting to join Toastmasters. And I see everyone doing then I thought Toastmaster will not improve my communication. That is what I was keeping in my mind. And at that point, 2011-12, there is no Google Forms, nothing, division conference. They will come and sell the ticket in the club meetings. There was one fellow came and said, we have a division conference in May 23rd, Sunday morning in Marina Towers, Egmore, and we have best of the best speakers will be delivering their contest speeches. Best of the best speakers, these speakers. So that is the feel I had. And finally he said, and you have a buffet. Like, I immediately asked him, is it buffet non-veg or veg? He said non-veg, 250 rupees. Wow, Sunday non-veg buffet 250 rupees. So I paid for myself and my wife. We both were there on Sunday morning, 8:30 in Marina Towers. Spider-Man t-shirt, torn jeans, sneakers, and she is also in casuals. She was also in casuals, and we were in the hall. To my surprise, the buggers, everybody inside were in suit and tie. And I was looking at my wife, are we in Chennai in the month of May? It is so hot outside, and these guys were in suit and tie. And from that point, that was lingering in my mind. If lungi is the official costume of Toastmaster, how it would be? Great. So the same lungi I used in 2011, my contest. Okay. Still it is there. It is from Malaysia. It came from Malaysia for the contest. Okay. If lungi is the official costume of Toastmaster, this is the funny solution. This is the problem for me. To come and have suit and tie in Chennai, it is a problem for me. So I was on the stage with the suit, tie. Imagine suit, tie, completely in formal attire. Went onto the stage. Removed my tie, removed my suit and wore the lungi and removed my pant. That was a surprise for everyone. And finally I said, this is the feature of Toastmaster. And one of the poorest fellow in the ExCom member is, who's Aparna here? She called me up for... Abhirami, sorry. Are you not here? She's there. Okay.
That is Abhinaya.
And VP role is really tough in the club, especially like a club like Medley. There are a lot of people, they will ask for speech slots, roles, really tough now. If it is VP, when you tie your lungi like this, your body language automatically changes. Jayashree, you may be an evaluation contest winner, or I don't mind, be the evaluator. Kalyan, you carry that leadership without title or running a bad business, I don't care. Come and play the role of accountant. Sit here. Sampath, you may be retired and free, I don't mind. Come deliver speeches every week or week. That is what your role has to be. Your body language automatically changes. And during the contest, one of the fellow pressed the panic button, this essay, right? And this contest master will give orders to the sergeant at arms to collect the mobile from the contestant. As soon as he listens, he presses the panic button, search for cover, handbag, carry bag. If it is lungi, kangaroo bag. You can put your mobile, tablet, kit, even you can come inside. And in Toastmaster, we pay anybody guest here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guests, no? You six guests. As soon as the completed meeting, BPM will come. $25 is the new membership fee, and now they are increasing the fee. Now itself, if you paid, it is $60, and GST of $12. So already we paid too much for Toastmaster. In addition, the suit and tie will cost minimum 5,000 bucks. Minimum 5,000 rupees, and you cannot carry the same suit for all the conference. It is like you are embarrassing yourself in front of Toastmasters. So you need to buy something and you pay too much. And if it is lungi, 150 rupees. Morning one lungi, afternoon one lungi, and next day for the finals you can have a different lungi. So this kind of funny, I have written around 35 ideas with this lungi, okay, and finally distilled to 16 ideas and used it throughout my area club. I am not prepared at all, something I went and delivered the speech. Area, division, district semi-finals and finals, okay, and there are a lot of things happened. Don't feel like with this you won the speech. No, I have not delivered the same energy and enthusiasm what I delivered in the contest. Okay. So this is a funny solution you provide. You said tough boss, no? You peel the skin. That's what you said, right? Like this, there is a tough boss you have. How do you give funny solution? Okay. You always keep him clueless. Hola! In a view, humble, vaudevillian, veteran caste, vicariously, work from unbelievable by the vicissitudes of fate. This visage, no mere veneer of vanity, is a vestige of vox populi, now vacant and vanished. However, this valorous visitation of bygone vexation stands vivified and out to vanquish this venal, virulent, vanguarding vice and vouchsafing the vicious, voracious violation of violation. And the verdict is vengeance. Confused, right? Similarly, you have to keep your tough boss confused. This dialogue is from a movie called V for Vendetta. Okay, it is English. It carries all V's in that. So keep him confused. And also, when you are in office, right, you have to be busy. Like carry a notebook from here to here. Oh my God! And then laptop and go to the meeting room and say, "Oh, just a second, I'll be back. There is something important to finish." You have to be like nothing there. There is one dialogue in a movie, Naik Valley, Nikke Naralya, Naik Valley, something will be there. Similarly, you have to carry yourself like busy, as if you are the one in Caterpillar, you are the pillar. That is the feel you have to give. That is the feel you have to give. And then a lot of team members, people said 74 team members, no? There are team members, morning they will say, Monday and Friday you will listen lot of sick leaves. Monday and Friday, what they do is, in WhatsApp group they will say, I am not feeling well, I am taking off today. No permission, nothing, that's how they do. No. If you are a person who want to impress your tough boss, all you need to do is, don't send messages, just call him. As soon as he pick, not hello. Boss, I am not keeping well today. There are a lot of things to complete, but I'll sign up for some time in home. I'll get it completed. You have to. When everybody sends a message, there are people who calls me. No, I know. Okay, why you call me? I know why you call me. So, and also, you have to make your boss like the chief minister signing some approvals, that kind of feel you have to give. All he needs is just to reply the email approved, but when you write an email, go to Copilot or ChatGPT and put a word, keep him as a person like a CM who is to approve that kind of text and words and put it and send it to him. Problem, you give a funny solution. Okay? 2 examples and maybe something will be popping up in your head. We'll wait. 20 minutes, show brief, right? Okay? 20 minutes. And then problem, how you suffered. Okay? I had an opportunity to go to Northern Ireland. Really, sir, don't see with the skeptical. It's really.
No, not
not saying not you. I'm talking Nitin is doubtful. Is it? Seriously. So I had an opportunity to go to Northern Ireland. So when you go to other countries, what is the difficulty you will face? Language, food. So I don't want to eat pork, beef, all that, okay? So there was a Subway next to my hotel, close to my hotel, in a couple of yards. So Subway, I have never been to Subway in Chennai, but I know they give sandwiches. So when you go to a new place, you always carry that attitude, no? Get there, as if you know everything. So I walked into a Subway. Can I have a sandwich? And she asked, what is the bread you want, sir? All the bread we know is modern bread. So, without giving that attitude, what is it you got? And she says 9 grain oats, Italian. Okay, make it Italian. And she slices it. What is the veggies you want, sir? when you look at the counter, except onion and tomato, you don't know any of the veggies, right? Again, you will not give up that attitude and you will say, except onion, add all the veggies, please. And she fills it up. Do you need cheese? Yes, please. What is it you want, sir? Oh, you have variety in cheese also. What is it you got? She says Americano, Swiss, mozzarella. Oh, make it Swiss. And she adds it, toast it, and she is ready. What is the sauce you want, sir? Tomato sauce, please. And she laughs at me and says, I think this is the first time you walked into some. Seriously, this is the first time. What would be the best combination for this? And she says, Southwest Chipotle and mint mayonnaise will be the best. Okay, oh yeah, go ahead. So I was there for 2.5 months, and most of the days my dinner would be Subway. And after that, if I walk into Subway now, the get is real get. So, and similarly, I had an opportunity to go to US, okay, with family. This time not 2.5 months, around 16 months, okay, with family. And I did not save single penny from my trip. I spent everything, went to explore a lot of places, had a variety of food. So went to an Italian restaurant, Olive Gardens. How many of you been there? Anyone in US, Olive Gardens? So Italian restaurant, we went there. And the waiter was ready for taking the order. We said we need this bread, and then finally I said chicken spinach lasagna. What is it, sir? So he did not understand. He went and brought a superior, and both of them were here. And again I said chicken spinach lasagna. Can you point out in the menu? I showed it here. Here it is. Oh, lasagna! And he went. Both of them took the order. Went. I was. So I was talking to my wife, hey, how do you, see, English is not, sir, and they were discussing in the hallway, they were in the kitchen discussing something. We had a feeling they are talking about us. And this food, whatever we ate, and the $32 we paid in 2016, 2014, so 2015, till it is not registered. So that is the feel I have. At that point, in the subway, it is embarrassment. At that point in Olive Gardens, it is embarrassment. And when you look at it now, that is funny, right? So this would have happened to you. Similarly, English, I said English, no? In 7th grade, math ma'am drew a triangle and she gave 2 values. And what is the third value? She x and find the x. And everybody in the class was raising the hand and said, I know ma'am, I know ma'am. I was looking at all this fellow, why these guys are taking pride in saying that they don't know, I know. No, I shouted, yes ma'am, yes ma'am. And everybody was looking at me. Some of them did not get the joke. You need to think like Kamala Hassan, deliver like Kaundamani, but this time it is not landed well. Okay, cool. So, I know ma'am, I don't even know the meaning of K-N-O-W, N-O at that point. Okay, I shouted, yes ma'am, yes ma'am. Pathetic, and everybody gave a meaning like for me. And then after that, there was a sports day in 9th or 10th grade. Robinson, they say was cricketer, good fielder, like they say South African, jaunty roads, Indian jaunty roads, they would say.
West Indian one.
That I don't know, sir. So he was there, and for us, it was sports day and special guest. And the host was saying, Robin is here to share his address. So I was ready with my book and pen and list. He was speaking and waiting, speaking, I was waiting, speaking, I was waiting. And he left the lectern and he was walking, I was shouting, Robin, you have not shared your address yet! The joke will land up. Only one person got it. Okay, maybe because of grammar. Okay, so failed miserably. Everybody was looking at me. Thank you so much, appreciate it. So similarly, hurt, H-U-R-T meaning. I did not know the meaning of hurt. And during the sports day, they give refreshments, right? and I was running towards the refreshment area. I fell down, and there was a beautiful girl. She helped me to get up, and she asked, "Are you hurt?" No, I'm Karthik. She said, so all this English, for me. So at that point, if you look at it, when somebody, entire classroom says, "I know," and I was shouting "IS," how embarrassment it is. And even after joining corporate, and my boss says you have to improve your communication, and I'm giving this rating because of communication. So all that very embarrassment. So if you look at it now, that is the feel you have. But only thing is you should not stay at that same place. Take some actions to improve upon. So if you gain that maturity and look at it now, it will be funny. If you are standing at the same place and look at it, you will not feel funny, still embarrassment. Okay, that is what matters. And finally, problem, and people around you suffer. Okay, and there was a fitness one in Ascendus. There was a fitness one, and they know the mentality of people. Okay, 16,000 rupees for annual membership. 16,000 rupees, and they give offer. Come as 20 or 25, we'll give you 50%, 8,000 rupees. And there was one fellow in the company gathered everyone, come on, we'll go. Who will give for 8,000 rupees? Come, take membership. Around 24 people, 25 people, 2,000, 24,000. On a single day, we made the payment. Okay, we made the payment. And out of that, nothing, nobody turned out, only 3-4 were till the end. And when the gym will be crowded, any idea? When the gyms will be crowded?
6 to 8 evening.
Not the timing, season. January 1st. Everybody in the city will take a resolution. So that is what everybody take resolution. 1 week there will be a N2, and after that it goes off. And there is other seasons. What are other seasons? When somebody is getting married, they'll make sure they wanted to look fit. Not like people who are consistent, say badminton or people, they will go when they are getting married, they want to look good. And there is other season, movies like Bahubali, Varanamayiram, Sarpata, all that you go and night show, watch the movie, and as soon as you get up from the seat, you will feel like, I will also make it. And you go to gym and ask, what is the monthly membership? 1,000. Quarterly? 2,500. Annual? 10,000. Make it. So 7,500. Make it. You throw the card and make the payment. Now it is sophisticated, gyms. And you have an appointment with dietitian, and they will check what is your flexibility, all that. And you try all that, and finally you will not go. Because 7,500 I paid is worth it, no? Dietitian I met, she said 3 bowls she keeps. 1 bowl she will keep. You will eat rice? Yes. Which one? I will say first one. Oh, this many rice! No, this is for sambar. And then rasam, curd, all the different, And all this dietitian, say if somebody is in that profession, I'm extremely sorry, with due respect, I'm saying, most of them will look like this. And they will not eat, and they will suggest everyone to do this, and you go to gym, and there are fellows who come to gym, and your trainer will come. Take you to a place where you will see green, yellow, and colored dumbbells. 2 kgs will be there, and he will give you do 20 reps in both the hands, and you will lift it, and you will feel it is not at all a weight. In Villadivalan there is one fellow who will say, wait, that is the feel you will have, and you will throw that, master, 6-pack master, what is this? Wait, you will do it, and you will walk around, and there will be one fellow with the biceps of around 32 inches, 34 inches, and you, gee, how is this possible? This is my thigh size, fabulous. What do you do? What is your diet? And then discuss there. Go to water counter and take a water bottle. Macha, how many liters we have to drink when we work out? 5 liters. And workout will not be there for the body, workout will only for the mouth. And then there are people who go to gym, search for the weights, all the weights, they will load it. They are seniors, they do it for 1, 3, 4, 5 years, and they feel like I know everything. And the weights will be ready, and before they lift, they look at the mirror, not to see them. There will be two people will be running behind in the treadmill. They are not paying attention. Huh? That noise will be there. They will be watching from the mirror. Yeah. And finally, they will not leave the weight, like keep it. They will throw the weight. You observed some people, they will throw the weight and then. These are all some serious. Trouble for everybody, not for you. And time is not there. There is one more example. I'll keep it short. Elbow drivers. Okay. So elbow drivers. I was teaching my wife how to drive. These elbow drivers, they will. What they do first, as soon as they are into a car, the driver's seat. See, not seat belt. They will pull the chair seat first, and then the chest will be in the steering already. Okay. They will adjust this mirror, all that before they crank the engine. It will take 5-10 minutes, and you will be sitting there and watching them, elbow drivers, and they crank the engine. Press the clutch. Now it is changed. Press the clutch on first gear. Again, multiple times happen, and neighbors will be watching. So, what is happening? What happened? Car is problem or what? Uncle, I'm teaching driving for Anita. Wait, and they will feel like in Chennai, it is not like US or Western countries where you put the indicator, people will watch, follow the rules, nothing. Once we were driving near this IIT gate, we are going to IIT for something, and she put the indicator, and she was taking the left, not watching the side mirror. She adjusted mirrors, all that, but she did not watch, and there is one Activa guy, almost hit the vehicle and stopped. I was in the passenger seat, and what is this, man? And she was shouting from there, the indicator, what a lap, talk about any. So these elbow drivers will make you in trouble. So these are all some of the experiences I had. And there are a lot of examples how to get the best speaker ribbon. Okay, I played the role of SA. This funny solution. I played the role of SA. When I count, I received one chit. There was one speaker. Speech is not good at all. Everybody knows, even he knows. But the best speaker name is that name. Then I doubted. So after that I realized I will not vote for myself, because it is not good, modesty has to be there, and you have to give respect to the people. So I will vote for the next speaker who is. Then I decided, if you have to get the best speaker, you have to vote for yourself first. Then when you come to the club, make sure you come early. Okay, there are people will be there, and then see them, smile, and guests are there. Give a handshake. Hi, nice to meet you. How are you? 4 votes. Now 5-6 votes guaranteed for you. So all this are maybe something funny solution you provide, a problem and a funny solution. Okay, cool. Now this is with respect to bringing the content, how to get the idea, and how do you build the content now? How do you build the content? So I sat with my friend Uday during this speech, Lungi speech. Uday Kumar Kesari, who was my fellow club member, in the pantry, and started talking about ideas, how it will help, cost, design, something. We started writing 35 ideas, not script, only ideas. Okay. Once you have the idea, and then list down, this is the theme, and list down the ideas, only ideas. After getting the ideas, build a story. It should never be happen to you. For example, one story I used to give when I left office, okay, and my wife was closing the gate, and I was taking the car, and she was staring at me. I forgot something, okay, and I made this story as that was our anniversary. I forgot the date. People will say men will forget the dates. No, they will never forget. But what I did, when everybody gives this gyan to everyone, men forget dates, birthdays, anniversaries, all that. So I used it. But I missed something else. I have to book a ticket for her mother to travel, but I missed it. And I did not ask, nothing happened. And she was staring at me for that. I was thinking, no, today morning was very smooth, no fights. Why she is staring at me? That's the feel I had. But I went to office, and this story I made it as anniversary I forgot, and went to office and I asked my boss that I need a permission for half a day. When you build stories, it doesn't mean that it has to be real, but close to real. Something would have happened, but connected to your theme. Okay? And similarly, this indicator thing, no, not my wife, that is my friend. But I was teaching my wife for driving, so I made it as my wife. So all this, it would have close to reality, but along with it, you have exaggerated, build story and character into your speech. Okay? Ideas, build story and character, and then make it short. When you deliver humorous speech, you have 5 to 7 minutes of speech. And every 30 seconds or 40 seconds, people has to laugh. So for that, if you are giving build up for story for longer time, then you will lose your audience grip. So build your story which needed, and also keep it short so that your jokes are there for every 30 seconds and 40 seconds. And with respect to the content, you are ready. And delivery, okay, that is very important, no? When you come to delivering the speeches, you might be having, most of you would be watching movie, right? You might be having some favorites for you, comedians, okay? And whatever I did when I tied my lungi, I watched Vijaykanth. He did that. In some of the movies he tied and then stands like this. So I just copied that body language. That's it. I just copied that body language. Try to imitate someone who is your favorite and try to copy. And also, when you practice a lot of times, it becomes mechanical. When you practice a lot of times, it becomes mechanical. All you need to do is, once you internalize the script is there in your head, you will not forget. And what you need to do is, have an audio recording of it. Okay? Just listen to it, close your eyes, and visualize yourself as if you are delivering the speech. Then the expression, body language, all that will add value. The mechanical will become with emotions. That will have a connect. Okay? So even for club contest, once you are ready, listen to it and close your eyes. You know this place, and Sampath is sitting here. You are delivering the speech, and that will add value to your delivery. And finally, your mentors. Okay? I was ready with the script, and my mentor was initially was Karthik Srinivasan. Unfortunately, we lost him in 2015, and then at that point, Sarovel Rajan is also my mentor, and I reached out to Saro with the script. Saro is such a gentleman. You know him, he always carries that formal, very formal. He saw the script. Hey, what is this, Karthik? Lungi in front of the stage, you're going to do it in the stage? Yes. No. We'll look out for a different script. At that point, getting a humorous speech is really tough. One speech, one idea, one theme, it is really tough. I look for some other mentor. Okay? Then I moved to Jayan Narayan. I sent the script to him and then pinged him. I just sent a script, look at it. He did not saw my message, nothing has happened. And Thursday afternoon, somehow he saw the email and saw my message, and he called me. I never spoken to him before in phone, and in some of the meetings I am Karthik, so that is all. He called me. If you have time, we can meet in person. I was stunned. Seriously? Okay, cool. So then immediately I went to his home. Wonderful, do me a script, just deliver the speech. Then I started delivering the speech. In club contest, I did not remove my pant. Just lungi, and then remove the pant also. Seriously, you are saying that this is not good for Toastmasters. You are saying lungi is going to be the future. Remove the pant. Remove it. Okay. Then I removed my pant. Don't feel like I had a shorts. Okay. I had a shorts when I did all this. I had a shorts. And also he was thinking about my script. And during the contest, I put my mobile in silent on division conference. That was my best delivery, okay? And he parked the car. I sent a message to you. You have not picked the message. Two ideas at that point. Like he was saying, on that district division international convention, international president wore vesti. So he said, use that in your speech. Say lungi. He used a glorified lungi called vesti. That word he added, and then you can easily escape from the embarrassment of wearing the same suit for all the conference that I used. Everybody will be in the same contest, same suit which you borrow, which you purchase for your marriage. You can easily escape from the embarrassment. This is called alliteration, which he gave. And then he was talking about the money which is we paid for reverberation, ovation, and everything under evaporation. This is from Sriram. There is one person. So there are a lot of people give input. Mentoring will help you. There is small suggestion. They will just ask you to remove the pant, and it clicked. It clicked. Everybody got shocked in the stage. When I did this in the stage, that was the feel moment for everyone. And also, how much time I have? 5 minutes?
3 minutes.
3 minutes, okay. I thought we'll have some questions. Okay, finally we finish. From all the speeches you see in Toastmaster will revolve around this. 2015, Shamraj, champion, mathematics, problem, how we faced, what is the solution, something, embarrassment, all that. Second is 2016 is mine. 2017, Samim Samira, introvert and shy, what is the difficulty he faced? And I don't remember the next one. And after that, Adil, superstitious beliefs. And then Karkwil, differently abled, I am unable to see, blind, and he delivered what is the issues or you face because of that. And after that, Vetri, getting a good boyfriend, how to get a good boyfriend, okay. And then finally last year, Ilungo, WhatsApp nuisance, okay. In the characters he added, Kottesam, that is the hit there. So when you look at it, all this are revolving around problem they faced and giving a funny solution, or the embarrassment, or others are embarrassed. So this is what the theme you have to bring in. Think about it and do it. If you have questions, maybe another couple of minutes are there. One or two questions if you have. Or else I'll be very happy.
Karthik, I have a problem.
Problem? Then
No,
that is a
I prepare draft everything. Okay. The next day morning or evening after office hours, when I go through that, I think I can add this paragraph, I can add that paragraph. I will show to my wife, she will say that you can add it. Please take my advice is good or bad?
Good. Mine is finals when I prepared. Mine is version 16. My version is 16. And also change the title at the end. On that day morning, when I walked into the hall, Jain walked in. They will change the title. Don't give you are the future of Toastmasters. Say Gulu Gulu, Gulu Gulu, Gulu Gulu. Seriously, give the title, man. Gulu Gulu, Gulu Gulu, Gulu Gulu. Oh my God. Then I gave to my contest chair this title. So this is, that Gulu 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 is version 16th version, 17th is this Gulu Gulu title alone change. So it is good. That will chisel and you will remove unnecessary things and you will add what is required for the speech. That is required. You need to do it. It is really required.
Till the final moment.
Yes, yeah, till the final moment if you are good enough to adopt the change. Or else if somebody is saying and you are not able to adopt, don't do it. Any other questions?
Why did you choose lungi and not vesti?
I should have, but lungi, if it is vesti, when I remove the pant, that shorts which I am wearing, the patapati I was wearing, so people will see it and that curiousness will go off, right? That interest. So that's the reason I took it.
Also, isn't lungi more irreverent?
Irreverent?
Yeah, irreverent.
Being English professor, okay. I don't understand that word. Give me a different word.
Vesti is very formal.
Very formal, yeah, agreed.
So Chennai does.
So he did not like that concept.
Not Chennai.
Yes, Jayashree.
So I have a question. Let's say we choose a problem and we deliver it, right? Sometimes that problem might not be relevant to this timeline. So that time, how better your jokes could be that might not land. So is that something that we...
That is what one of the thing I missed it. It has to be relatable. Okay, when you write your script or you say, there are cliche will be there, no, husband and wife fights. When somebody comes and delivers the speech, judges will decide, if I am the judge, no, I will not do it, but I am saying I will not be interested because it is a cliche. All you need to do is whether it is relevant, relatable, am I making sense to people? That you need to look at. Okay? If I am speaking further, timer will kill me. Shruti, right? Thank you so much for
Thank you so much for sharing so many tips and tricks on how we can improve our English speech. I would like to invite our president to felicitate the speaker.
I was a participant there. Yeah. What happened was the success came in when he was announced as a final winner, and Sudash Renage was the district director there. So what he did, he came, he was about to give the gift. I said no, and then he removed his suit, he removed his tie, thrown off on the stage, and then he gave the gift. So this is much more appropriate if Rajshekhar comes on stage and gives, because he went. I wanted something specific. He went hunted for this gift and then he did that. So it's much more appropriate because he is the one who. Please. Thank you. Thanks. Thank you.
This is, I'm using it for only for this speech.
As people have seen, today we have an area director visit. I request Toastmaster Jayashree, our area director, to give us her views, thoughts about the club. She's a member, we all know that. But as an area director, she is visiting us. Yes,
Thank you. Thank you, President Kalyan. They say like we may leave home, but home never leaves us. So that's the case here, right? Like sometimes we go from one club to other club, but then when I come and sit here, it just feels like a regular meeting. But it's also a privilege to be sitting over here as an area director and as a fellow member of Medley. And one special thing here is like we see familiar faces. So that brings even more confidence for someone when we come to a club which is a home ground. So for me, it was that case today. And a lot of things were running in my mind from the time when I joined to what happened till now and the next set of leaders taking up. I just wanted to tell that let's keep the Medley spirit going and enjoy what we do and take up challenges. And when we speak about challenge, I want to throw one challenge here. Like we kind of have our Area C2 contest over there, which is planned on October 10th. The venue will be at DTCC Chennai, Perugudi. Timing will be in the 4-room between 9:30 to 1. So basically, the winners of club contest, the top two will advance to the area contest, and the winners of area will go to the division, and then it goes to the district. So I wish to see a lot more contestants this time participating in humorous and evaluation speech contest, and I hope we also make Medley proud and Area C2 proud by participating not as a contestant but also as role players and being part of the contest management team. With that being said, wishing the best to Medley as always, and back to the presiding officer.
So we thought, usually when the area director comes, we do give a gift, but she knows the budget of club budget, so no comments or anything. Toastmasters.
Failure helps us grow, but sometimes getting proper feedback and guidance from others helps us grow even faster and better. So let's now move on to the last segment of the meeting. I'd like to call upon the general evaluator to take this forward.
Thank you. Now it is time for qualitative analysis. Constructive feedback is a gift that helps speakers become leaders. An evaluation is not about finding fault. It is about finding the path to excellence. Today, the evaluation focuses on strength to celebrate and suggestion to help our speakers grow. The first speech evaluator an NGO officer who's associated with Real Excellence projects and please those who laugh most. Is it correct, madam? This about me?
Yeah.
Last. Learns best hence choose Toastmasters as fun learning platform. She is none other than our present secretary. Toastmaster
I'm here to evaluate Nitin's speech. Friends, just imagine this, guess this setting. There are 4 panels. The member comes in with his business module and one person says, this is not my area of expertise, and other fight for the deal. Do you know where is this setting happening? No one has heard of Shark Tank? Yes. I wish in the year 2000 if there was something called as Shark Tank, Netflix would have a very different story to say today. Good afternoon to all my fellow Toastmasters and yes. I find it was a very interesting story because 2 different genres. The first half was highly informative, talking all about the highs of Blockbuster and lows of Netflix. And the Kala Chakra has a different story. In the year 2010, we see all highs of Netflix and low of Blockbuster happening. And to support this, there were so many stats and facts given by our speaker. Then comes a very beautiful transition, moving from an informative to an emotional speech. And how does it happen? A true story, a beautiful bond between a father and a daughter. And with this story, I really felt the message was truly failure can be this beautiful. That nice was the story for me. The third highlight for me in this story was the messaging. First he said, it's okay for me to fail. Then the second line, the silence after failing, was a big question mark, even for me, when he gave that statement. But to support this, there were so many supporting materials throughout the story. You truly justified this. Congratulate for you on this. To this story, I only have one recommendation. Just observe how does this look for you. Father and daughter. Are you ready to rock, my child? My request here is on a beautiful tool that we all in Toastmasters put pressure on, voice modulation. I felt when you talked, there were 2-3 such instances with you and your daughter, you could have brought that voice tone to it. And not just there, but also when you talked about the messaging, there was so much of depth in it. You could have also used that voice modulation even in that during messaging because it accentuates your speech. So finally, though it was informative, you beautifully brought in emotions. The transition was very smooth and nice, and you had a very good messaging. Just work on this what you call as modulation of voice. Our education session, sir had to say, if you cannot convince someone, you confuse someone. That's what is the logo of our humorous. But here I'll say you were truly convincing, so keep up this good job of yours. Over to you.
The second speech evaluator is a senior Toastmaster with 25 years of experience and a charter member of our club. He is a retired scientist who loves classical music, literary classic, traditional Tamil poetry and Medley. He loves life, has a jolly come what may attitude and looks forward to attending the Medley meeting. is also my mentor. Please put your hands together to welcome distinguished Toastmaster Sampath.
He has already written his humorous speech. And he says I am his mentor, that's why I am not participating. Okay, the time starts now. The speaker is Toastmaster Hayagiri. His project is about the communication, understanding about his, in general about communication and about his own family style. He had a very jolly opening. We all know Hayagiri can do a great job as an MC, an organizer or event manager, so he's able to relate and fluently talk with people. That was evident here in Korea. And he had some nice usages. One was about drop the droppings. It has other soundings. I don't know how we got it here. He used the word, the term called a drop, something dropping. Okay, even the professor didn't get it. So it's not okay. And of course, he had many other good things, including some Tamil song pieces and Tamil sayings. Overall, all these things, the way he proceeded with speech showed he has got very good confidence, no doubt about it. And he has got a fluency, easy fluency. He is not stuck anywhere. He is smoothly traveling through his speech. And of course, sometimes he was somebody in oscillating fan looking here and looking there. Good eye contact, natural vocal variety, not too much of it, and natural this body language. All this I appreciate very much. I have one or two questions which vary me. What are the message of the speech? Can anybody enlighten me? Except the speaker. Okay. I will come to this speech. What is the purpose of this speech? To identify the primary communication style. So, what is the primary communication style of speaker identity? What is the primary communication style of Toastmaster identity? I could not make out very clearly. So, one of the challenges about the projects is, it's not like writing my IAC speech or my humorous speech, where I have full freedom to choose the content and to bend it the way I want. The real challenge is to fit the project objectives. Whatever speech you have got, you have to fit it. And if it has got some work in the background, you do the work. It was not very evident to me. Maybe I have to improve. But this is what is important, because if you don't fit the purpose, have you fulfilled the purpose? This is one of the questions I always address during evaluation. He has fulfilled the purpose. I will say immediately I will ask for an approach. But in this case, I am not very sure. So accordingly, I have given some recommendations also. You have to study the project and understand the real purpose behind it, and whatever you are doing for the project and whatever your ideas, you have to bring in your speech in such a fashion. Good luck to you in future. Back to the
Toastmaster Sampath. Now it is time for tech reports. Now I invite the timer, Toastmaster Suji Vandana, to read the timer reports.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. So let me begin with the table topics first. Toastmaster Ravina spoke for 2 minutes 10 seconds. Toastmaster Aviral spoke for 1 minute 40 seconds. Guest Prabhu spoke for 1 minute 6 seconds. Toastmaster Venkatesan spoke for 1 minute 20 seconds. Toastmaster Rajashekaran spoke for 1 minute 18 seconds. Let us go ahead with the prepared speeches. Toastmaster Nitin spoke for 7 minutes 28 seconds. Toastmaster Adali spoke for 6 minutes 22 seconds. And our special speaker Karthik spoke for 42 minutes. And with the evaluations, Toastmaster Priyadarshini spoke for 3 minutes 50 seconds. and DTM Champak sir spoke for 3 minutes 27 seconds.
Thank you. Now I invite our Akanda distinguished Toastmaster Sambat Saurirajan. Sorry, sir. Thomas Diabla.
I didn't know that.
Thank you for giving me a second chance. Thank you very much. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Today, maybe the speakers didn't want to get fault, me to find fault. There were very few, really, and I'm so happy. Maybe the session that you did last time as accountant must have had its effect. Okay, whatever I found, I'll tell you, very minor. But first of all, even when you made a mistake, all of you are unfazed. You are cool. Toastmasters Medley, just. I was trying to be mean, find anything that I can. He said just, in a murmur, not a big deal. Then he talked about the physical email. But physical email, I was not sure what that was. That's a grammarian's portfolio, but nevertheless. Then any, and there was a little fumble. And he talked about online presence. Any, there was something. That's all, minor. Toastmaster Alagiri. He used to, he started. Then he wanted to went into another clause. He had a run or something like that. Then he came back to he used to. Simple. He used to, you forgot something, you came back to. Minor. Very human, no problem. Then two. That's before he talked about Jeshudas and all that. You had two. Repeat. That's all. Toastmaster Rajshekhar. Yes. You said they have a, typically we say this, they have verb, a. Is the beginning of a noun. Best that they have, then decide what the noun is. A peculiar problem. I got a little fumble there. And Toastmaster Kartik Mohandas. I didn't have many pages, so I closed the book. I didn't note anything from your side. And nothing. Which means all the other speakers had clean speeches. Come on, a lot. Except the timer. I was wanting to catch some. Timer started with came here and started with And you can fault me for starting it so, saying twice and 2 repetitions. A good record overall. Thank you.
This Toastmaster Thomas Diabla. Lastly, I invite the grammarian Toastmaster Kaldan Mandala.
Abraham sir wanted to take up my role. I think he covered some of it. What I covered. Okay, so I'll just start with the President Kalyan. His perfect vocabulary. Yeah, perfect grammar. Okay, and Shruti, she came late, but her grammar was perfect. Okay. And Abhinaya, thanks for using the word unfazed. Thank you. And it was good. But other than a little bit of tense consistency. Shanmugavel was very smart. Actually, he used very short sentences. So that is good. That is always good to hear. Abraham sir used a lot of external vocabulary like irreverent, and I don't think anybody understood that word, irreverent. And he also used the word of the day, unfazed. Thanks for that, sir. Priyadarshini, perfect grammar as usual, and she used the word accentuates. It's a very good word to use. Nitin, where is Nitin? Nitin, you're really improved. It's really good. I mean, from what I've been noticing, you have really improved this time. Except for a few minor subject or thing, it's okay. So you just will get a good result. You're okay. And you use some good words like pivoted, nostalgic curiosity. That's good, excellent. And Aragiri's speech was very good, very good. I really liked it. and I can see that he has actually prepared it very well. I can really see it, and I think he has also improved a lot from what I heard last week. It's really good. Grammar is really good, really improved. And he used some good words. I really like those words. Music must be felt in the heart. I really like those words. And Uma Maheshwari, I mean, I don't think he got much of an opportunity. I don't think that's really fair. He got only to ask us around 5 questions. That's absolutely not fair from my side and from my opinion. And I normally saw people saying, I heard people saying Toastmasters and dear guests. I mean, for you, Toastmasters are not dear. Toastmasters and dear guests, dear Toastmasters and dear guests, or just Toastmasters and what of Ravina, I mean, I don't know where you were all these days. I mean, she is just the perfect TT speaker. Perfect. And nothing to add, I don't want to say anything. And Aviral used a good words like confused and unpredictable. I mean, you're describing me. Yes, Prabhu was really good. Venkat, good, except one or two. I mean, you actually started with you can eligible, then after that you corrected it to you are eligible, so that's good. So you actually corrected your mistake the next sentence, that's good. Rajashekhar kept sentences short, very smart, so it's wonderful. Mohandas, I don't know what to say about it. So, you were saying that you don't know much of English. Your English was perfect, almost perfect, except for a few things. It was perfect. And I just want to add that women are actually better drivers than men to be. That's what I wanted to add today. That's the only thing. Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you. Now it is the time for general evaluation report. Our VP Toastmaster Abhirami created the WhatsApp group on 3rd August, that is Monday, one day after the meeting, 8:93, within a few role players. Our DMOD also set the theme of the meeting on Tuesday. Kudos to all. To avoid confusion, the VP mapped the speakers to the relevant evaluators and reminded those who had not sent their evaluation details on time. The meeting agenda was released 48 hours beforehand. The room was set up and equipped on time before the meeting. The guests were properly welcomed and briefed on the Toastmaster format. The meeting started on time. The DMOD has properly introduced the GE speaker and DD master. The DMOD has introduced and explained the theme of the meeting, the beauty of failure. The word of the day is challenging, appropriate, and fitting for the meeting theme. The top role players have prepared properly and introduced their roles within the allotted time. The first speech titled Sunshine, Your Failure by Toastmaster Nitin K. Maheshwari was interesting. His evaluator was also provided a valuable evaluation. The second prepared speech by Toastmaster Alagari are titled Sleeping Dose was excellent. His evaluator also gave a commendable suggestions. The tabletop master called the people who didn't have a meeting role during the tabletop session. 4 from our tabletop Toastmaster and 1 from the guests. Then the educational session, change your spectacles by distinguished Toastmaster Karthik Mohandas was very useful. Kudos to him. The guests were also invited to participate. Overall, the meeting was finished within the stipulated time. Improvisation. The members should arrive on time. even though we have 55 members, hardly 15 members were present at 2:55 p.m. Especially the one evaluator was missing, our timer, and one prepared speaker also arrived lately. The role players should share their self-introduction to DMOD and GE and arrive in the hall on time. Lastly, if we see some changes in our agenda, our one evaluator has changed, that one they have put it in the agenda at 2 p.m. only, it should be provided. And some speaker voice were inaudible from the last row. Kenneth Harley, Planchet, an American author, business consultant, and a motivational speaker said, feedback is the breakfast of champions, and our evaluation is not judgment, it is a direction. So today's feedback is for tomorrow's excellence. With that, I hand over the podium to our DMOD.
Thank you for sharing such a detailed report. Now I kindly request all our members and guests to vote for the best table topic speaker and the best evaluator. Now I'd like to invite our president to conclude.
Thank you very much. I apologize for not calling few members to take you on of time. Members, we do know you come in for a meeting, for a stage, and then of course to be a participation. Out of time, I sincerely apologize, we do not call. We will definitely accommodate you in the next meeting. Thank you. Ancillary role players, best tag role player, our owner, Mr. Toastmasters. The best main role player, Toastmaster of the day, Abhinay. So I said every time she is doing PT and then winning the best PT, we moved her to DMOD there. The best topics, table topic speaker, Toastmaster Praveen. Best evaluator, Distinguished Toastmaster Sam. Best speaker, Toastmaster Nathan. While he walks in, I will tell you what happens. For the time, usually the tiebreaker will be the surgery arms. So the tie was broken and it was a tie, and then tie broke, and then you are. Thank you very much. I'll meet you again in the same room next week. Next week is August 15. We do have a meeting, and we also will be having a club budget, and that will be passed. The guests and members, there are snacks outside, and guest Rajshekhar will just take you on.
One group for
Sound at this level. I adjourn meeting number 8. Thank you very much.